Good morning. I'm Chaplain Robert Terrell, and welcome to the October 19th, 2020 Monday Motivator. When I moved to Wisconsin 13 years ago, even though I had been hunting all of my life, I was not raised deer hunting, and I quickly fell in love with the deer hunting culture of Wisconsin. Then, a few years ago, my friends that I gun hunted with introduced me to bow hunting, and over the past few years, I have been bow hunting unsuccessfully. I've seen plenty of deer, but until this past weekend, I had never been able to actually harvest a deer while bow hunting. And then this past weekend, I harvested my very first deer bow hunting. And I quickly learned that there's a big difference between your harvest bow hunting and your harvest gun hunting. See, when you gun hunt, the weather's cold enough that you have to field dress the deer, but then you can deal with actually butchering the deer anytime you need, because basically the whole Wisconsin environment is a big refrigerator at that time. Whereas when I harvested this deer last weekend, well, it was 60 degrees, and you quickly have to take care of things. Taking care of the deer becomes an urgent matter. The second I harvested that deer, all of my other plans for the weekend were shot. I had to immediately take care of that deer, remove the hide, and then harvest all of the meat out of it. Otherwise, it would go to waste, and I didn't want that to happen. So often in our lives, the urgent takes over, well, what's important. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was also one of our main military generals during World War II, he had a matrix for understanding what he needed to do. It looked like this. He formed a cross in the center, and then across the top he had urgent. And then on the side he had important. And the way he described it was, in the first box were the things that were urgent and important. In the second box were the things that were important but not necessarily urgent. And the third box were the things that were not important but they were urgent. And in the fourth box were the things that were not important or urgent. He tried to get rid of the things that were not important and not urgent. He tried to take care of immediately the things that were urgent and important. And then he shaped his life around trying to use his time best to achieve the other things. He had a saying, which was that things that are important are rarely urgent, and things that are urgent are seldom important. There are so many things that call for your instant focus on them. They pretend to be important when they're just urgent. We need to figure out what it is that we really need to be working for and the things that we don't need to deal with right now. Figure out what it is that's urgent and important and you have to do today. Figure out the things that are important in your life that you need to work on, and then figure out the things that you can just get rid of. Don't let the urgent be the thing that takes away all your focus. If you need some help in figuring out how to shape your decisions and how to shape the choices you make, I would love to be one of the people you talk to on that. You can reach out to me anytime. Have a great week, guys. Know you're cared for, okay?